I want to go over now to, we have on the phone Supervisor Kathryn Barger, who is going to talk to us a little bit about this fire. Supervisor, what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you, and you've been covering it, it's fast growing. I mean, it's now 5,000 plus with 0% containment. You know, I say that the good news is that unlike the Eaton and the Palisades, the wind is not keeping us from using our air arsenal to combat this from above. I saw fixed wing up there dropping. So we've got everyone up in the air to try to keep this at bay. But there's no question in my mind that, you know, we've got the evacuation warning out and actually evacuation orders in certain areas. And I'm asking people to please listen to the first responders on the ground and heed the warning and begin to pack up and evacuate.
And Supervisor, I know you're on top of everything when it comes to the fires that we've been experiencing. And I know you're talking to fire officials as well. Are they giving you an idea, a heads up of what they're expecting with this particular fire?
You know, the thing that I most respect and admire about our fire chief, Maroney, is he prepares for the worst. And so his expectations, he prepares us to do a full front, but prepare that it's going to spread, hoping that we stop it. And so I'm confident that with him at the helm, we are going to do everything we can to protect lives and property up in the Castaic region.
And this is a perfect example, right? We can't let our guard down. We felt like we kind of got past Eaton a little bit in Palisades. They were under control. Containment numbers were going up. And boom, today we have the brush fire burning near Castaic Lake.
Well, you know, Chief Maroney made it clear, and obviously my district tends to be more prone to fires. He made it clear that with the red flag coming, that we had to keep our eyes, you know, in areas such as this. And so we had boots on the ground and we were prepared. And you're seeing the fruits of that labor. I mean, we've got the ground fight as well as the air.
And in addition to all of the resources, we also have Castaic Lake where they can use that water source as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, I mean, Castaic Lake is a blessing up there, and I know they're using it. We've also got water tanks over at Agua Dulce Airport that our Firehawks can load up. So we've got water to fill the air resources and then the retardant that's going to be dropped.
And what are you expecting as the afternoon goes on, Supervisor?
Well, they say the wind's going to pick up, and that's my greatest fear.
Yeah.
Again, you know, unlike the Eaton where we couldn't have airplanes up at over 40 miles per hour,
That's right.
They will not put anything up in the air. And so I'm hoping that we can front load as much as we can right now, recognizing that once the speed of the wind, you know, increases, that we're going to have to ground our air fighting capability. And so I'm just hoping that we can get a handle on this and stop it from moving. Obviously, you said, you know, jumping Lake Hughes Road, but I know they're focused on trying to ensure it doesn't jump also the 5 freeway because that's very densely populated over there.
And we've been hearing about these evacuation orders. They are extending and expanding into Ventura County, but we were hearing earlier from our own Jasmineville, who was driving up there, you know, there was so much traffic. What are you hearing about the evacuations? Does it appear that people are really heeding the warnings and the orders and they're getting out of there? But with that being said, what are the roads like right now? Are they able to get out even if they're trying?
Well, yeah, they're able to get out. And that's why we ask when we issue evacuation warnings, we try to do so. Obviously, last week, or with the Eaton fire, the speed at which it traveled was such that it was everyone jumping on and getting out. In this case, we have given ample warning. There is going to, even on the best of days, traffic up in that area. But that's why we are asking people to evacuate now. And understand this, a lot of the first responders that are currently fighting this fire, their families live up there. We have the largest population of, you know, sheriff and fire that live up in law enforcement as a whole that lives up in the Castaic region. So I'm confident that they are heeding the advice of the first responders and evacuating.
And let's hope that is the case. Supervisor, are we going to be expecting perhaps a news conference later in the day just to bring all the resources together to give our public, our viewers, an update on the fire here?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Chief Maroney. I mean, the problem is I'm hoping I can get up there, but I don't know that it's going to be that easy for me to get up there in a timely fashion to give you all a press briefing. So I'm going to give them the green light because you all don't want to hear from me. You want to hear from the people on the front line. So I'm going to give them a green light, even if I can't get up there in time to be a part of it, to make sure that we give a briefing because you all are going to be the eyes and ears for many that are watching that want to know if their family's safe or if when they evacuate, what's going on with the fire. So stay tuned. We're working on that.
Well, you be careful, Supervisor. We appreciate all the work you've done, and as our viewers do as well. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. You take care.
All right.